print. Well, it's the original, and it's a depiction of Harley being born, and it's Jen Schwalbach, who's his wife, and I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure she's also done up as Harley, and he's done up as the Joker, and she's shooting Harley Quinn out like a rocket into his arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the story goes is that Kevin Smith, huge comic book guy, obviously.
Right, obviously.
Jen, his wife, goes, "You love these things, give me something to read." And she was in the bath. And so he gave her, what was it?
Mad Love.
Mad Love. And she read Mad Love, and she goes, "We're naming our daughter this." And he goes, "I knew I fucking loved you." And that's how she became Harley Quinn Smith.
I think I read a little something about Paul Dini that he was actually madly in love with Zatanna, to the point that even his wife, or one of his wives, I don't know his current love affair or his history of relationships, but his wife, either his current wife or one of his previous wives, is a magician.
That would be uncomfortable for the current wife if he was in love with Zatanna. I can see that for sure.
Right.
Yeah. But no, Kevin Smith has the podcast Fat Man on Batman, but
Yeah.
they're wildly anti-DC movies.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, he shits all over DCEU. It's really funny.
So, but he loves the Flash.
Well, he directs the shit out of the DC. The only thing he hasn't directed is Legends and Arrow, right?
Has he? Well, he has a Supergirl episode coming up. Doesn't
Yes,
He's directing the musical episode, isn't he?
No,
he? Wait, which one had Jason Mewes in it?
he directed that one. And then he directed the one that had Harley Quinn in it.
Which one is it from?
He directed the dinosaur episode of Flash.
That was Flash. Jason Mewes was in Flash.
Okay, right.
And then Harley Quinn Smith, his daughter, was in the one where they go to the planet and save, and they have the sun bomb, the sun grenade that gives Supergirl powers again, real quick. Remember that episode?
Is that from after the winter break?
Fuck, I don't know. It's when the little dorky guy that works for her organization now, that is the sidekick to Guardian or whatever.
Yeah.
So he goes off planet for the first time and gets his manhood back or whatever because he's such a little prissy little baby that got hit by a guy. Yeah,
Win,
not Finn,
yeah,
Win.
it's that episode where he goes off planet. And
okay, I don't think I've seen that because I'm a little bit behind post
what the
winter
fuck?
break. I've been busy.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. I got caught up on Legends.
Which is great, right?
Oh, that is awesome. The Legion of Doom episode, where it's like from their point of view, loved it.
The episode where John Barrowman... Oh, God. What's the guy's name that plays... the
Damien Dark?
Damien Dark.
I don't know his name.
But anyway.
Oh, it's something Donahue, I think.
Anyway, when they're in the elevator in the police station and they're checking their guns and they're just like sitting there, that candid shot of them with the guns in the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh, I love John Barrowman so much.
I love the scene where he's like talking down to Damien,
mm-hmm.
and Damien walks away, and Malcolm Merlin, John Barrowman's character, is like holding a knife behind his back, and his hand is shaking. It's like,
yeah, he's like, "I'm not afraid of you," and then he's sitting there shaking.
Yeah,
yeah. But then they team up and basically mind fuck the shit out of Reverse Flash and or of Thawne, and Thawne goes, "Fine."
And then they
partners.
And they catch Black Flash.
Yeah, in the vault. Yeah. And that, I mean, Legends is just great.
Which is funny because it's the most wildly off. Like, not really.
It has absolutely nothing to do with comic books.
And Flash has been amazing so far this year. It's been so good.
Elmer Wally is now officially Kid Flash.
Yep. And they Vibe went up against what's her face, the Vibe from HR's World and
Gypsy?
stuff. Gypsy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
basically, Flash is on its way to hopefully reverse the shitstorm that was the first half of the season. Basically,
yeah, the first half of the season was terrible. But ever since the winter break and they came back, it has been amazing.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And now I
was worried that they were going to have to maybe pull the plug.
No, they would never, man.
Flash still gets massive.
Just because, like, me as a comic book person doesn't really care for it that much on some episodes.
Well, I'm sure that some people share the same... Like, I personally get really pissed off when they go off script or off book.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't care for the Lego Batman movie, but I told you I wouldn't talk about that today.
Right. But you also have to remember, it's for kids.
It is for kids, and my daughter loved it. She loved it.
Okay, so basically it hit its target audience. Like,
Absolutely,
On point.
man. Absolutely. But it is not a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It just did not hit the audience of 30-something-year-old men.
39-year-old man does not enjoy a
Lego Batman.
It was good, though. No, I will say it was good. It was good for what it was.
That sounds like an Onion article.
Right. It was. Yeah. But it just... If you want to go and learn canon DC stuff where Batman is concerned, don't watch that movie expecting that, because it plays more like Blazing Saddles with Legos.
That
kind of
that
does.
Sounds funny as hell.
It is.
It's a Mel Brooks Legos movie, is what it is. Starting. Batman.
It's hilarious. It's
now
completely hilarious.
I love Mel Brooks.
But yeah, it's good, and like Batman's super overconfident and stuff, and yeah, it's it's good. But yeah, I mean,
was it?
And there's a lot of mentions of Bat Dad. I wonder if Bat Dad, the Facebook guy.
No, Bat Dad is a thing.
I know.
No, before the Facebook guy, like that's his. Like in like certain internet circles, they call it like the Bat Family and Bat Dad, and
well, Bat Dad is
also the Facebook guy,
yeah,
who wears the mask.
So and they say Bat Dad a lot, and so I'm wondering if he goes to the movie with his mask on with his kids, and he's sitting there going, "I'm Bat Dad," and then he says, "Bat Dad," he goes, "Yes." I just want to see that video.
Dude, my favorite though is probably
he's got to.
Happen.
It's his password to get in the Batcave.
Yeah, Iron Man sucks.
It is. It's his password.
No, why'd you say that?
Yes.
Iron Man sucks. Lets him in.
Damn it! That would have been so funny had I just watched it in the movie. I hate both of you now.
You're still gonna laugh.
Probably.
You're still gonna love it.
It's still a hilarious movie, but it is not for those
They
who
were
want
actually
to get Batman canon.
And the guy that I listened to from the Comic Conspiracy podcast,
yeah,
he tweeted out, he goes, officially changing all my passwords to Iron Man sucks. Yeah.
Well, now we know how to get into his bank.
Yeah.
They have featured, there was a radio station, I think it was, featured Will Arnett on it, and they made him have a conversation with a toy company or something, and he had to say, as Batman, and he had to say a sentence. And every sentence had to start with a letter of the alphabet in order, and he did it. But he would say like random words like X. He's like xylophones, and he'd keep going in order to get it. And it's about 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes long. It's so goddamn funny.
That's so funny. It was the Jimmy Kimmel episode where it was before BVS came out, and they were doing a parody of that scene where they meet at Lex's gala.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
Jimmy Kimmel.
And then Will Arnett shows up, and he's like holding a little Lego Batman figure. He's like, "Let's get out of here." He's like, "Let's go to the bar."
Yeah, that whole thing with Jimmy Kimmel puts up his hand and looks at he goes, "Hold on, say something again," and he's like,
yeah. He's like,
"No,
say cheese." He's like, wait, hold on. He's like, "Oh, no, you're Batman." He's like, "And you're Superman."
And then so Jesse Eisenberg comes over and he goes, "No, they're not. I would know."
He's like,
and he goes, "Check this out." And he takes the glasses off and puts his hands over Bruce Wayne's face, and he's like, "I'm so stupid."
He's like, this man is clearly not Superman. Superman has perfect vision, and as you can see, this man wears glasses. Oh my god.
So yeah, if you haven't seen that, it's been out for a while, but yeah, go check that out.
And available on YouTube.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that brings us to the end of our Valentine's Day
episode.
No, news and notes from around the league. That's pretty much it. Is there anything else you guys want to add?
I mean, we can discuss our polls. Or do we...
Oh yeah, Black Panther's the first Marvel movie to feature an African
18th
movie.
18th movie to be released in the Marvel movie franchise.
Disney Marvel has been whitewashed.
Well, that's an argument that's been going on for
years,
long ass time.
Yeah. Polls, I have no idea what I pulled. I know that James talked me into buying the History of S.H.I.E.L.D. trade paper by, what the hell's that guy's name?
Hickman.
Hickman. And I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but it goes all the way back to Hemotep.
Because James has this really weird fascination with history.
Not necessarily. There's some actually really interesting
history. I pulled the trigger as soon as I saw Nikola Tesla in this thing as being an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I'm like, yeah. And then I told him the story how I was one of the only people, I think, to ever donate money to the Tesla Museum. And they still haven't built the fucking thing yet, but that's why I have the picture of Tesla over there next to my Viking statue.
Well, I hope it pays off for you one day.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't. So I'm just glad I didn't, pull the trigger on $100 and get a brick or something, because it'll never be there.
My polls last week were All-Star Batman number 7 with Tula Lotay as the featured artist and Poison Ivy as the featured villain. I've yet to read it.
Let me see.
The JLA Rebirth, which I haven't read yet. I haven't read
I got
any
that
of
one
my
too.
polls. I'm excited for it.
Totally
though.
got that one also.
Well, la-di-da.
The Justice League Power Rangers 2, issue 2. Then Flash number 16, which is continuing the Rogues Reloaded storyline.
Allergies suck whenever it's 35 one day and 85 the next.
Exactly. That was my
Excuse me,
polls for
by the way.
last week. This week I haven't a clue other than hopefully a new Hellblazer.
No, probably not, because that was 2 weeks ago. Once a month.
That's true.
My polls also consisted of the Justice League Power Rangers crossover issue 2 and Green Lanterns and Detective Comics and a few Unworthy Thor as well.
Haven't read
Speaking
that
of Unworthy Thor, the screenshot or concept art, I think is what it would be of Rocket Raccoon and Thor. He's not wielding Mjolnir.
Nope, he's got a
new one.
What's it called?
It's like a
something. hammer
axe thing. It looks It looks kind of like a Stormbringer.
Or the Ultimate Thor.
No, the one we like, the
Beta Ray Bill?
Yes, Beta Ray Bill. It looks
In
like...
case you were
He's doing
wondering
horse
what
face.
he's doing, the horse face
face.
thing
Yeah,
for Beta Ray Bill. It's quite
The
entertaining.
backup is Duke versus the Riddler.
Yes.
Oh, and apparently, James, it's rumor has it that the Riddler is going to be the villain in the Gotham City Sirens movie.
Ooh.
Well, that would fit, considering the fact that Gotham City Sirens, whenever you're first introduced to the Riddler, he is in a
Comatose
toxic-induced state by Poison Ivy sitting on the couch, and it's his fucking apartment that they're living in.
Right, and you would know that if it wasn't for me being awesome and showing you how
Not
great
that I
Gotham City
hated
Sirens
Jim
is.
Carrey as the Riddler, which was strangely entertaining to watch.
Oh, I loved it. Every minute.
Except for the jumpsuit, dude. And then
The jumpsuit was funny.
Brain drain! And he has the fucking thing on his head.
I'm G-U-A. I'll see what's inside. Thick skull number 1.
Yeah, and also in Lego Batman, you finally get to see Billy D, voice Two-Face. So that comes to fruition.
It took them a
What
long
else was
ass
also entertaining was the Smiths and the Daleks.
The Smiths.
Oh, yes.
Matrix.
Oh,
and the Daleks are in it too.
Okay, I have to see this movie.
It's phenomenal.
I have to.
Ha! There it is. Phenomenal number
Oh,
1.
God, I thought we broke it.
No, so who...
Nope.
Okay, so if you're going to do... If that's true, Riddler is going to be the bad guy in Sirens, which I could not be happier about. We'll talk about this later. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Cody.
And I'm James, and we will see you guys on Thursday. Have a good one.